Here you go. This is a 10-hour video. All right. So far, we're looking pretty good when it comes to the low review here. I am dying for new shit in the game. I'm not going to lie, guys. It's been long as fuck. But I know it's good for the game to kind of push everything back, so it's okay. Even though I'm bored as absolute ballsack. Tomorrow's a new raid, though, thankfully, in an event. And it looks like there are not that many dislikes on the video. Headphone warning. Let's check this bad boy out.
There's going to be a ton of new achievements, new titles, new trophies. There's even a new MVP.
No, but like, here we go, guys. Listen, man. Henry, if you're watching, can I make the videos? I know it sounds fucked up to say, but I mean, bro, like, what do we, like, I've edited videos for years. The only way this type of shit keeps making it, listen, man, I'm gonna do a little bit of a light roasty, okay? This is just feedback. My bad, guys.
This update is all about Behemoth, the newest raid coming to Lost Ark, along with some new events and other things that are going to help you get ready for the upcoming major Tier 4 update in October. All right, let's talk about the biggest thing arriving in this update, which is going to be the Behemoth raid. The Chaos Guardian Behemoth.
What is with the audio? I'm a nitpicker, but what is with the audio? Is the mic upside down? What is going on?
Returning. And for those of you who might have either Shift G through the story or need a little bit of a lore refresher on him, let's do a little bit of a recap. Behemoth is a follower.
You hear the microphone, bro? Yo! Ah! It's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm just a nitpicker, you know. I am, though.
People that are victorious against Behemoth are going to get honing materials, gold, you know, the standard rewards you get from raids in Lost Ark, along with a new progression material, which is Weapon Transcendence. That's going to drop in the form of Behemoth scales, which will allow you to unlock that system. It also functions a little bit differently. There's going to be a limited pool of 8 revives available to your team, so you can just kind of prepare for mayhem as your group works together to fell the enormous dragon in this 2-gate raid.
8 lives feels insane, though. I mean, shit, I'm sure we're going to run out. Like I said, the first group we'll set up, we'll do a little bit more of a juicer group to see how hard it is, and then we'll go in there for some funsies groups. 8 feels like a lot, though. I mean, shit, bro, probably not enough.
Behemoth is going to come in a little bit different for the Western version of Lost Ark compared to what you might be
probably
familiar
like
with
makes you not as scared, and then you just die more because of that.
It's going to arrive at item level 1620. And one more thing to note, there are no sidereal or allied forces skills in the raid. It's going to be up to you and your 16-player group to vanquish Behemoth on your own. So a second ago I mentioned that Behemoth is going to release at item level 1620 instead of 1640. So players that have been watching maybe Korean Behemoth guides or videos may notice some differences in the Western version, including raid balance and rewards from the raid. One of the things that you'll notice also to help speed up the process of Weapon Transcendence is that the first time bonus gift you get for defeating Behemoth is going to give 100 of Behemoth.
Yo, wait, is that fucking juicer or what, guys? Holy, that's pretty fat. It's 5x. That's big, guys. Porn acting. I did not know, man. I've been on my own shit. I did not know. I don't know any of this. I do not. The only thing I know is the next class release. Okay. I know the raid after Belshazzar. I know like those types of things, guys. I know like, you know, I don't know this day by day stuff.
Behemoth scales instead of 20. All right, let's talk about Weapon Transcendence. It's very similar to Armor Transcendence, but works
Yo, we're
to
getting
power
infographics
up your
though.
Weapon. It's going to take place at the same vendor as Armor Transcendence, but use materials from the new Behemoth raid. You can begin.
Wait, how many scales total is it? So we're getting 100. How many scales do we need? Because that saves us what, 4 weeks? How much do 340? Wow, that's a lot of motherfucking scales, bro. What? How much you get per raid clear? So you get 100 plus the raid clear, right? You need 4 weeks total. 60 if you buy the chest. So we're getting dude, that's crazy for one piece though.
Weapon Transcendence after clearing gate 1 of Behemoth, and you can do Transcendence
160, 160.
Cleared gate 2.
10,
so
60,
similar
70.
to the Armor Transcendence restoration tickets, we're going to be adding Weapon Transcendence restoration tickets to help you progress through the new system ahead of Tier 4 a little bit faster. We'll also cover it in the next section.
Where are we getting these from though?
When we talk about events, but we're also adding some more ways for you to earn bound gold, since Weapon Transcendence is another gold sink. But we really want to make.
Damn. No, I think that new guy is the GOAT, man. I'm not going to lie, guys. I really do think that new guy is the GOAT, you know? I feel like the new guy is the GOAT because at least like they're just constantly making. I mean, I feel like this is the first time in the game's period, which is really a boring period of the game right now. I mean, obviously I'm in my head. I'm like, why did you just do this sooner? But I feel like now they're just starting to make things like, yeah, I wish they did this sooner. But it does feel like now they're like, okay, it's a little too hard to reach some of this stuff. Let's make it, you know what I mean? Because we never get this shit before. Sometimes I wish you did this shit sooner though. Like, you know what I mean? Look at my finger. 1670 Ager and my life is yours. Comp with the patch. Wait, what? Chase the storm. Update arrives in Arcadia tomorrow. Downtime will begin at 12 a.m. is expected to last 8 hours. The Chase Storm update is packed with events to help progression towards Tier 4 and Lost Ark's latest threat, the massive Behemoth. I'll show you something that's massive for real, you know what I'm saying? I'll show you a massive Behemoth. Dive into the full list of content and events and other changes in the new episode of Patch Notes with Henry, or read through all the details below. In addition to the notes above, we have the Chase the Storm update gift for all of you. Transcendence Restoration tickets 5x. Chaos Dungeon Rest Bonus Recovery Brew 4x. Ebony Ticket Selection Chest 3. Legendary Elixir Supplies Chest 2. Transcendence Ruins Restoration Ticket Weapon. What the fuck? 10. Regulus Currency Chest 10. Wow. Oh my, I can go shopping. Where's the plumes, bro? We actually got plumes not as our first reward the last time, which was crazy. How does this look? It's fucking huge. Why is it so fucking huge?
Make sure that you have a bunch of materials through these events to feel like we're helping you progress on time to reach some of those, you know, where your characters need to be for Tier 4 with these various horizontal and vertical progressions.
All right, my alerts
to round
are
it out,
fixed.
let's talk about some of the other things that Behemoth is going to
My
bring to
alerts
the
are
game.
fixed.
There's going to be 2 new quests. There's
Thank
going to
you,
be
Pants.
a prelude quest, along with a totem where you can interact with it to queue
Zero.
or party find for the
Thanks for the Prime
activity in major
23.
cities. There's going to be a ton of new achievements, new titles, new trophies. There's even a new MVP background and a new movement effect that are being introduced with the raid. There's a new card for Behemoth and a new card book set for Behemoth
Thank
that
you,
comes out,
homie.
you know, with that card as well. To round it out, there is an epic
We're back,
raid
Killer
exchange
Joker.
that is going to be added with the latest QOL changes from Korea, including an unlimited exchange for dark fire and elixirs with the price reductions that they've had in Korea. So we hope that helps players progress after they've vanquished Behemoth and gotten the rewards they needed from that new epic raid. So while Behemoth's the big focus, we also have a ton of new events coming in this update.
I know you're gonna get so mad because I paused so much, and I know we're only 5 minutes in the video, but I have to pee. It is what it is. Just hit a please, George, or something. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Which we think players will be really looking forward to. First off, we have the Chase the Storm
Thank you,
progression
Silky.
event. It's a new mission-based progression event
Good to see you too.
that's built to help you progress a character from level 1600 to 1620. Obviously, a very key item level for both Behemoth and the upcoming release of Tier 4 in October. So in addition to helping with honing, the event's also going to help out by preparing your new character.
So is this, what is this? Is this the Korea event? Is there an RU event you said? It's a new thing? It gives materials such as elixirs and transcendence. Just 1600 to 1620 help. Is it double artisan honing? I don't know. Well, the Korea one went to 1641. I don't know what this is. He said it's gonna help with honing, probably giving you mats, right? No, I went to 1640 hero. What am I even gonna use? Fuck. Can we use this event and wait till the next Express event? Oh, I don't know. A new mission-based progression arrives to help players push into from item level 1600 to 1620, a key level for both Behemoth and the upcoming Tier 4 in October. In addition to helping with honing, the event will also help players prepare by getting key progression materials such as elixirs and transcendence materials. The event has 3 mission categories: honing a con gear, clearing Ivory Tower, and clearing Thamine. Honing a con gear will grant honing books to boost percentage and a ton of bound gold to help players hone their character. Clearing Ivory Tower gates will grant potent elixirs and catalysts. Clearing Thamine will grant dark fire. What am I going to use this on, man? Listen, I think we'll be getting that event with the Ignite server thing and with the whole, Tier 4 launch. I think we'll get a Hyper Express event. I think this is just another event. I think this is a new thing. I don't think this is the same thing. I think it's just a new thing.
Or existing character by granting key progression materials such as elixir and transcendence materials. Armor transcendence, not the new weapon one. So the event has 3 mission categories.
Oh, what if we can save it? Wait, that's true. You can save the stuff from completing the missions and then claim it on a different character. That might be insane. Wait a minute. What if that's the play? What if the play is you save the juice and then if we get an express, I'll see how it works.
Honing a con gear, clearing Ivory Tower Abyssal Dungeon, and clearing the Thamine Legion raid. Honing a con gear is going to grant you honing books, both the advanced metallurgy and advanced tailoring books, to boost your honing percentage, and a ton of bound gold. I think if you max it out, the math I was looking at, I think it's like 40 to 50,000 gold. I think right around 45,000, right in between there. So if you max out the event and are doing honing,
damn, that's crazy.
That's a good sizable chunk of gold to help out all of those clicks.
Chopper! Yes! That's exactly what I heard. I don't know why his gain, I think he has a lot of compression on because that was so loud in the house. Like on there, it doesn't seem, bro, I heard it from fucking here. I don't know what it is. When Saint plays a new game, like I might let on a banshee scream in a jail raid, right? If Saint's playing a game, it's fucking loud. Dude, when he was playing Space Marines, I legitimately had to message him like, bro, I can't sleep. He was like, how do I turn on the rocket launcher? Because he has these headphones on and it's so, I told him like, bro, like just like lower the, because he has these big headphones and they're so loud that like, he doesn't know, you know what I mean?
Honing a con gear. The next one's clearing Ivory Tower gates, and that's going to grant potent elixirs and stabilized ductility catalysts. Clearing Thamine gates will grant Darkfire and Transcendence restoration tickets for armor. So all in all, it's just built to help provide a bunch of materials. Those are the tickets that make it so you don't need gold to re-transcend your gear. And those are the elixirs that you don't need gold to hone, you need silver. So should be a good event to help.
Yeah. Apparently it's 145,000 on average to finish your Weapon Transcendence. Take that for what you will. So if they give us 50K, that's 1/3 of it. 4 weeks to do 100K, something.
Character up to 1620, whether that's your main, if you're maybe a returning player or a newer player, or one of your favorite alts that you want to prepare for tier 4. So up next, we're going to be bringing back the Blooming Makoko event, this time granting larger amounts of bound gold than previous years for both the special Makokos, the like jackpot ones that you get, and the smaller ones alike. It's going to take place every even numbered hour, and you'll receive random amounts of silver and gold by finding the Blooming Makokos.
You're telling me every 2 hours there's going to be a little gold event? Bro, am I really going to be sitting out there like oh, it's once per day. Okay, good. I was gonna say, bro, what is this? Every 2 hours, I'm just like, I got 5 gold. Like, I wonder like what I'm gonna get, like 50 gold. I've never gotten a big I just remember doing it one time and I got 5 gold and I never did it again.
The more Makokos you find, the better your chances. You can participate once per account within a region per day, and the event is gonna take place at Wavestrand Port. This event is gonna stick around until October 9th. Up next, Arktoberfest is going to return. Fun fact that I didn't know until somewhat recently is that
Fun fact, you guys never sent me the fucking Arktoberfest beer mug and every single buddy else got one. That's a fun fact. I still don't have that shit. I don't know how that's possible. Every single buddy, everyone got one. They got a Makoko doll, they got a beer mug, they got a little fun. I got nothing. Nothing. It's all right though. Henry's giving me some goodies to make up for it. He's given me some goodies since then.
Oktoberfest in Germany actually takes place mostly in September. So I think that's why it's coming with this update instead of the October update. So that's gonna come in, it's gonna return with an event shop that grants important progression materials like Oreha fusion mats, Transcendence restoration tickets, and potent elixirs, along with a few seasonal themed items to celebrate Oktoberfest. The event coins are going to be earnable through normal daily activities to help you prepare for tier 4 without requiring additional steps. You'll just get them as you complete and play through Lost Ark like you normally would. And that event shop is also going to last until October 9th. So while those events are more structured, you're going to get a bunch of materials just from participating, designating a character, you know, for the first one, and then for Oktoberfest, just doing your dailies, getting a little bonus. This event I think is fun just because I love everything about Fate.
By the way, if you haven't logged in the game in like 1, 2, 3, 4 months, you have 4 event shops to empty out. Am I tripping or no? Is it like summer, bro? Is it like 4? You have, because you can go back and get all of the currencies, right? this one, the summer one. What's the one we have right now? Oh, 3. This will be 4, no? Chaos one, summer one. I guess it's 3. Oh, and then this one. This will be 4. I mean, shit, bro. That's a lot of motherfucking mats. That is a lot of mats. You know what'd be sick is if you leave all of these up at the same time when Ignite Server start too. Wait. Oh, October 9th, saddies. Here we go.
Fate Embers from the loot table to the sound that they make when they drop. But we're gonna do a double Fate Ember event that also lasts until October 9th.
What is just
And that also lasts until October 9th. We're just gonna double the drop rate for Fate Embers in both Chaos Dungeons and Guardian Raids. So hopefully you just get a bunch more fun stuff. And if you've been unlucky, maybe you'll finally get.
Wait, what the fuck? This is a cool one. Yo, can we get this shit more often? That's fire. 2x0 equals 0. Wait, that's actually really cool. I feel like they should do more stuff like this in Chaos Dungeons to make them like more, you know. Wait, that's a cool one. I like that one.
A sweet drop, one of the big gold ones, hopefully. So this one's a little less structured and hopefully just a little bit more fun as you're doing your dailies and getting all those materials that you want to hone your characters.
That's a fun one.
So those are all the new events, but there's gonna be some of the ongoing events extended to October 9th. As we mentioned in a previous team update, we kind of split Behemoth out from the tier 4 release so that we had more time to localize all of the stories and content arriving in tier 4. So for the
like if every weekend there was like a new, I don't know, I feel like you could do this more in the game. If I was like, I would like do something with Theamine, like make it so that there's a, I don't know, like just different raids. You could spice up content by doing stuff like that. I don't know. It's kind of sick.
existing ones, rather than cut them short, we just wanted to make sure that you all had plenty of time to complete them if you hadn't already. So these are the ones that are going to be extended. The Maharaka event and daily quests for Maharaka Festival are going to be extended. We're also adding in silver, so if you have a ton of extra Maharaka coins, I'm sitting on like 10,000 something of them myself.
Wow.
You're gonna be able to get a bunch of silver. Obviously super helpful with all the honing and other silver costs that you're gonna need heading towards tier 4. The Super Makoko Express is also gonna be extended. The Voldus Power Pass is gonna be extended. The weekly Chaos Dungeon Purification event is gonna be extended. And the daily playtime event is going to be extended. Just some general events. Obviously, we've refreshed the daily login reward track, so there will be new fun stuff for you to come in and get. And then there's going to be a series of weekend fever time events to help grant additional materials, just to keep the good times rolling as we head towards tier 4. So there's no new skins this month. We don't have a video to roll. We're just going to extend the sales for some of the current ones, which are pretty popular with players, with you guys.
No new skins.
So we hope if you're eyeing a skin and you haven't picked it up yet, you'll have a little bit more time to do so.
It's all right,
and then in October 9th, there's going to be a ton of new collections, and we'll talk about those next month. But the ones that are being extended are the swimwear skins and the Neria's wardrobe that we currently have active. All right, saving for some people, what is the best for last, apart from maybe Behemoth, because that's pretty cool. We have a progression update that just happened over in Korea. We're pulling it over because we know it's important to a lot of you. We have updates to how elixirs and transcendence are going to work. So for armor transcendence, now we have to differentiate that from weapon transcendence with Behemoth coming out. We have levels 4 through 6 of transcendence are going to be available for you to complete.
I love this song. I forgot the song.
Of Theamine on any difficulty, and level 7 will be available after clearing gate 3 of Theamine on any difficulty. And for elixirs, epic elixirs have been removed from the game entirely.
Yo,
if you still have
Jimmy, thank you, bro.
In your inventory, you're going to be able to use them. We're not going to remove any existing items.
Thank you, Dor.
But Ivory Tower normal and solo mode are now going to drop legendary elixirs as well. The amount that they're going to drop is half of hard mode, so you're still kind of incentivized to do hard mode. You know, maybe if you don't need the gold, but you still need to get the elixirs or what if it's on an alt, whatever that.
Dude, maybe I do bring back the pistola. Like, what else, man? If we have this event, I guess I could try to see how it works. But I mean, shit, man, I can get my elixirs going. I don't know. Unless I can somehow squeeze to get something to 1600. How hard would it be? But the problem is, let's say I played my Soul Fist. I don't even have a con gear. So it's like, I got to get the con gear and all that nonsense. Like, that going to be pretty hard, man.
Might be. It's going to drop half, but at least will help you progress those newer characters at item level 1600. To get those, you know, max elixir sets, 40 sets, And as you start to progress to normal Thamine and other things, hopefully it'll make a lot
Can
of
you
those
guys believe, man, that they actually remove
and
purple
also,
elixirs?
so you don't have to do them twice. A lot of people were frustrated doing
Smilegate stinko, man, because how many times do you guys just get rid of purple elixirs? Just make elixirs at 1600 and they do like 8 different things and then do it. It's like, bro, why you gotta be like this? Just get rid of it, you know? Usually the advice is good. I will say though, as the Amazon employee himself, I mean, they're doing a lot of good stuff over here. The new Matt guy, it's Matt, right? I don't know, man. It's just a lot of good stuff up in this B, you know, constantly good stuff though. You know, occasionally some L's here and there, but overall, I mean, they're doing pretty good. They have some other cool stuff planned as well, you know? It's the difficult task of marketing the game and then making good changes and then getting people into playing the game or can I come back and try out the game, right? Which is kind of a hard thing to do. But I mean, fuck, bro. There's so many good changes. What L did they even have recently? I don't know. Depends who you ask. Like, for me, I'm just bored. Like, I want tier 4 already. You know, I'm tired of waiting. So like, but that's not like, I understand why it's getting delayed, and I think it's a good idea anyway. So I think it's fine. Some people would say like, oh, where's the Yas's jar? Should have been in this patch. But I guess they're doing it in tier 4, right? Maybe the style book taking a while. The tier 4 delay is a massive L. It's not a massive L. It's a massive L for you, but I don't think it's a massive L for the game overall, right? I think it's a massive L for you, Snorkies. Like for me, it's a massive. If it's literally anybody, bro, I stream the motherfucking game. It is in my best interest. I make direct money off the game, guys. It is 100% in my best interest for the game for it to release, you know, right? Like if anybody's like, yo, I got incentive for this shit to release, I mean, I literally get paid, you know, when hype stuff happens. However, I do think though, right now, the most important thing is the game needs new players, right? Lost Ark needs new players. It needs returning players. And I think that you have to time it well and market it well at the right time to do that. I don't think it's because I talked about this before in the stream. What else? What is the next big update? What are we going to do? Let's try again in tier 5. I don't know if I'm going to be around in tier 5, guys, right? I might fucking not be streaming in tier 5. So, you know, at some point we got to look for the next biggest opportunity for the game to market. You know what I mean? We got to look for something, you know, you got to time it well during a good event. Right now is the world first race. WoW's tier fucking Strylander wasn't even playing the game today, right? So you need it to be launched at a time where people have time to play and interest to play. And I think it's a good idea to do it in October anyway. Just better lines up than what's going on right now, right? Whether you guys own about it or not, you know, it's true. We only get one opportunity to market the game. So yes, some people are bored for an extra 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And yes, it sucks balls, right? I mean, there's a raid tomorrow, which is great, but like, you know, but I think for the grand scheme of the game, we need to get new players. You need to market the game. You need to get people in. You need to showcase. You need an event to showcase all of the changes that you've been making because nobody knows what this shit means. Yeah, there's no reason to log in right now. Exactly, Foros. I mean, for me, there's not really much unless I want to stockpile gold. And then for me at the same time, it's like even doing that, I'm like, oh, I'm actually at a point where I'm over. Like, I'm like, all right, I'm fucking over it. You know what I mean? I just want to do the new shit. I'm over it. I could definitely have more gold. I could definitely go into tier 4 more prepared. I could definitely whatever. You know, I don't want to swipe that much. I definitely could, but I just don't care anymore. It is what it is. I'm ready to go into it and then figure it out on the fly. But yeah, I think that you just don't, they just can't fuck this up. You know, they can't. It's the only real marketable opportunity to showcase all of the things that they've been doing because nobody knows what this shit even means, bro. You know, all of the QOL that's happened, someone that hasn't played the game in a long time or hasn't tried it at all doesn't even know what the shit means or what it even does, right? They're not even going to know when they start the game that these things have been changed if they haven't experienced them. They're just going to experience a better time, right? They're going to go, oh, like this isn't as annoying as people told me it was going to be. Like that's realistically what their experience is going to be. So yeah, I think that they just, it's better, right? It's not worth, you know, at this point, it's not worth fucking up the launch to mistime things, mismarket things, etc. And from I do think Ignite servers will be really fun from my understanding. So We'll see. The thing is, people think Lost Ark in the West is freaking pay to win garbage, which you can do without swiping if you're a casual game. I mean, Lost Ark is pay to win. And the people that don't like pay to win games are never going to like Lost Ark. And that's okay. Lost Ark innately will never be a super massive game just for the fact that it's straight up pay to win and it's a grindy game. But that's also okay. Like, there are games for different audiences and for different people and for things that people to enjoy. And yeah, I think the goal is to just get some people to try out the updates and check it out, right? That's the goal. I don't think, yeah, man, it never was and is never going to be for a ton of people. You know, just like some of you guys have zero interest in playing Guild Wars 2, just like some of you guys have zero interest in playing World of Warcraft, just like some of you guys have zero interest in playing Elder Scrolls. It doesn't mean that there's people that don't enjoy the game, right? There's people that still like playing Elder Scrolls or Guild Wars 2 for a variety of different reasons. Some people don't fucking even care about pay to win, man. Some people like to pay to win. So there's just a massive audience of people that like different things. And so I think the most important thing for Lost Ark to do is to try to just cater more towards the Western audience, right? I think for them specifically, if you keep making changes for people to have a good experience while playing the game, they're going to be more likely to spend money in the game in general, right? If they're having fun, they're enjoying the game, they're probably going to spend money because they're enjoying their time in the game, right? Versus if you make them stressed out, annoyed, frustrated. I mean, you can make infinite money just off balance patches, man. Like, I really believe you don't even have to squeeze people to make it to end game. Like, you know, if they lower Ager's item level, right, and they make Ager more accessible, right? Let's say Ager is more accessible. Yeah, maybe some people will swipe less to reach Ager, or in general, right? However, you don't even have to do that. As soon as a balance patch happens and fucking Slayer becomes the most broken class in the game, you're gonna make infinite money because there's gonna be a shitload of people that are gonna swipe just to play Slayer, raise their Slayer, push their Slayer, that happens all of the time. So yeah, I don't think you need to. There's other ways for people to spend money, of course. You know what I mean? Yeah. But if not, you don't need to spend a penny on Western Lost Ark because of the crystalline auras. I mean, you don't have to spend any money on the game, but that doesn't mean that the game doesn't make you want to spend money, right? You don't have to, but it has nothing to do with that. Some people don't like the idea that, I mean, there's people that specifically don't like me on the Reddit because I swipe in the game, right? There are people that don't like that other people can spend money in the game and gain an innate amount of power. Every game is like that. Every game is not like that. There aren't items and weapons in other games that cost $50,000, $60,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the truth, man. I'm just being honest about the game. I haven't played a lot of games that are like that. You know, there are options out there for people that don't have to do that. Again, does it fucking really annoy me? No, but I could see why it could annoy some people. And are there problems as a result of it? Yeah. But I think that if Amazon continues to make good changes to the game, they market an event really well, I mean, shit, bro. We could see some really some decent growth for sure. Not like a fucking shitload, but I mean, dude, BDO has resurgences, MapleStory has resurgences, and like, who the fuck plays those games? People do. So I think you can expect something like that if they do it well. And I think that's important, man. Like, last summer, BDO popped the fuck off, man. It did. And before that, that game was like getting shit on. MapleStory had a resurgence last summer too. So Lost Ark can do that if it does the right things and markets it well. Let's be real. No new returning player will get to enjoy this content without a full endgame card set. That's where you're absolutely wrong, man. You're completely wrong. And I don't agree with that at all. If they gave you a full card set, your gameplay experience would not change, bro. And it's it's no offense, guys. It's that mentality that leads you guys to believe we need it's always the next thing. If you think that if they fix cards tomorrow, that it would change their experience dramatically, it would not. It would be something else, right? That is something that you guys, when people say stuff like that, it really does make me believe that you haven't played a lot of MMOs in your life, because it will always be the next thing, man. It will always be, hey, if you don't have this, I'm not inviting you to the group. You have to understand that you need to work through the gatekeeping in any fucking game, in any difficult content. So what they do need to add more of is other ways for you to progress your character and allow people to do the easier content to progress their character. That's what they need to do. I agree. Let's give out more cards. 100%. I'm not opposed to that at all. They could give out LS30 tomorrow and I wouldn't be mad or upset at all. My point is, you need to make it easier to progress. So if you want to progress, you can just do normal mode, right? They need to make it easier for you to get gold, materials, etc., so that you don't need to do all those things. So that way it's just a little bit more chill. whether it be nerfing the raids, etc. Because there are always going to be people, man, that are going to gatekeep you. It doesn't matter. It starts today in WoW. The season just opened, right? Next week, Mythic Plus starts. It's going to start. People are going to be like, bro, I don't want to play with you. You suck dick. That's all going to start when it opens. I know this better than anyone. You know, arena rating starting too. RBGs are going to start too. It's all going to start. Why? Because it becomes difficult content. So enough with the nonsense, guys. Push for card updates, but stop saying it's going to be this or that or this or that they can't. It's always going to be something. It's always going to be they're not going to enjoy it without this. Yes, guess what, bro? They can. A lot of people can just do solo stuff and enjoy it for what that is, and let them have fun with that, or try out the class or whatever. Stop gatekeeping fun and other people starting the game and other enjoyment, because you're literally as bad as the bad updates, and that's just a fucking fact. You're as bad as the bad updates in this game, right? You just need to, like, it's true, guys. Just take a chill pill. Push for the right things, but understand, bro, this shit's never going to go away. If you don't think it's this, it's going to be the Ark passive after this. Give Mellow S30. There's going to be groups that don't want to play with you if you don't have the Ark passive. You don't think that's going to happen when a new player wants to get into a raid and they don't have Ark passive? Come on, bro. It's not just the cards, bro. It's not just, it's just how it is in games. It's not an abnormal thing. That's why, you know, if you want to be a more hardcore enthusiast player, you grind it out and do the more hardcore enthusiast shit. And so I think creating a place for people to be a little bit more lax, which is what they're doing, and making it a little bit easier to progress, which is what they're doing, I think is a really good idea. More lax standards, more lax groups, more lax content, easier things, more raid nerfs. Nerf it all, bro. Nerf all the fucking normal raids. Who gives a shit? Just nerf them as soon as you can. Scale down the HP, scale down the damage. I swear to God, I bet you anything. If it's, I mean, it's something I've told them, but if it's one thing that I could go over there and change, that's what I would do. Just make it fucking way easier. You can keep hard mode the same for a bit. I don't want to re-clear difficult raids anyway, right? Like, I've done it before. I don't want to do fucking, I don't want to wipe on Echidna after like 3 months. I just don't want to. I don't care. I don't want to. Just nerf it all way more quickly. Keep it at launch. Sure. Make normal a little bit. Just get rid of it, man. And it would make the game more successful. It would. And so I'm happy they're doing some of that, you know? And that's why I hope that what they said in that video, where they said that they're going to continue the trend of not locking progression behind hard mode. I hope they do that. I really hope that they continue to make the item levels more. Imagine if Voldus launched at 16 hard mode. Voldus was 1610. Imagine that. Remember the squeeze from 1620? You know what I mean? You remember the squeeze? Yeah. Asmund said that 2 years ago. I mean, yeah, he was definitely right on making the content a little bit more. There's somewhere in between, man. There's just somewhere in between, right? Like at the end, like I think that hard content should exist. I think Lost Ark is clearly a more enthusiast raiding game, and that's what people play it for. They like the more difficult, challenging raids. I just think having the option to progress through easier stuff is also completely fine, right? It doesn't have to be super hardcore all the time, because the game's tough. The game's fucking hard. You know what I mean? The game is hard. I think some of the raids in this game, the normal raids in this game are a lot harder than the normal raids in other games, right? The hard mode, you know, is like alongside of like, I don't know, maybe like a heroic-esque, slightly more difficulty, right? The normal raids in this game I think are a little too hard. I don't know how you can always make them easy. And here's the thing too, guys. Eventually though, you're going to get to a level where people just fucking suck, and that's going to happen for sure. So we have to understand that as well. There is going to be a drop-off level where, hey man, you just fucking suck. And that's the truth, man. And like those people either have to get better or it is what it is, right? Like I'm okay with not being, that's the truth, man. Like some people are like, where they're just not able to, you can nerf the boss's HP by 50%. You can make it so this thing doesn't kill you anymore. You can make it so, and then if you're still, and that happens, man, that straight up happens in a lot of games. We're like, hey man, even after this, there's always someone that's fucking 1000 rated in an arena. There's always someone that's highest Mythic Plus level is like a Mythic Plus 3. There's always someone that's never cleared like an Alliance raid, or Alliance raids in Final Fantasy is the peak of their gameplay. There's always that. And so, hey, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I don't know. I don't that conversation kind of sucks. I hate talking about which game is harder than the other game. Whenever we get into that conversation, it just ends up getting like, there's always the guy that has a big E-peen that goes like, actually, Stoopzz, I think so-and-so is way harder. And how I know this is, yeah, it's always like that. I mean, overall, pretty good clappies in the chat.
Tower normal and solo mode.
I think it's all good now.
Drop half, but at least will help you progress those newer characters at item level 1600. to get those, you know, max elixir sets, 40 sets.
Good job, Henry.
And as you start to progress to...
Except the guy that's editing these videos. Listen, man, I'm not talking shit. And maybe this is what am I supposed to say, though? Just ignore it? I'm being honest. I don't know what Savix made me do. Yuriki Tenkai! What is it? Muryo Kujo! Muryo Kujo! I'm not watching this. I'm not watching that. I don't know why he asked me to do that. Listen, bro, Savix, that's the rule. That's the rule, right? When me and Savix hang out, if we ask each other to do something on each other's stream, that we always do it. Dude, you know what was fucking crazy, man? Bro, his ringtone on his phone is this song. So when we were at the wedding, I'm just sitting there at the table, his phone goes off, and I'm like, I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. We're just sitting there, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I mean, the balance patch is in an hour and 20 minutes. The debate is also in 1 hour, guys. Oh, no. What is this? Oh, no. What the fuck is this? Probably go to the gym before Behemoth. Are you guys sure I don't have to watch a Behemoth guide? Like, are we sure I don't?